Welcome back everyone. In today's episode, we will be discussing what research organizations and celebrities have to say about global warming. And of course, in today's times, it is impossible to talk about global warming activists without thinking of Greta Thunberg, who is a Swedish environmental activist who has gained international recognition for promoting the view that humanity is facing an existential crisis arising from climate change. Here is a part of her speech on global warming at a United Nations Climate Change Conference.
My name is Greta Thunberg. I am 15 years old and I'm from Sweden. I speak on behalf of Climate Justice Now. Many people say that Sweden is just a small country and it doesn't matter what we do. But I've learned that you are never too small to make a difference. And if a few children can get headlines all over the world just by not going to school, then imagine what we could all do together if we really wanted to. But to do that, we have to speak clearly, no matter how uncomfortable that may be. You only speak of green, eternal economic growth because you are too scared of being unpopular.
She's right. We need to work hand in hand to solve this crisis. And if we do so, our results will be remarkable. And don't worry, you can see her full speech in the link in the description below. Next up, let's hear what the Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres, has to say about global warming.
Today I'm appealing for leadership from politicians, from business and scientists, and from the public everywhere. We have the tools to make our actions effective. What we still lack, even after the Paris Agreement, is the leadership and the ambition to do what is needed. And what makes all of this even more disturbing is that we were warned. Scientists have been telling us for decades, over and over again. And far too many leaders have refused to listen. And far too few have acted with the vision the science demands. And we see the result.
Now, I suggest you all see the full video. The link's in the description below once again. He's correct. Poor countries are facing problems caused by richer countries. Due to the growing heat, droughts are much more common, and farmers in poorer countries are unable to grow any crops. And with countries who can't afford to set up barriers to prevent floods from the excess water created by melting ice caps, it truly shows how disastrous global warming and its effects truly are. Once again, the link's in the description below. Next up is a short clipping from a video made by Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft. Here, he will be talking a bit about technology's role in stopping global warming today.
Without substantial change getting the greenhouse gas emissions down, we are on a path to large increases in the planet's temperature. You hear a lot about the progress in reducing the cost of renewable energy to make electricity. But generating electricity isn't the only contributor to climate change. It accounts for only about 25% of all greenhouse gas emissions. With greenhouse gases, you have the electricity sector, but you also have manufacturing, transportation, agriculture, buildings, as well as about 10% from other sources. We need innovation, going out there and finding inventors across all these different areas and understanding their energy R&D activities to make sure that they have a path from their laboratory to scaling up into very large numbers.
So after watching the video, we can clearly understand that technology can help us a lot in stopping global warming, and it is quite simple to do so. Scientists are already at work trying to figure out the best way to curb our greenhouse gas emissions and how we can reduce climate change as a whole. Once again, the link to the full video is listed below in the description. That wraps up this episode. I will be leaving a few more links in the description containing what other celebrities and scientists have to say about this topic. Stay tuned for our next episode. Thanks for watching. Do you have any questions? Well, ask away in the comment section. I will be answering as many questions as I can in one of my episodes. So stay tuned, and once again, thanks for watching.